For this project, I'm going to give it a coat of, or probably, well, I don't know, we'll see, 1 or 2 coats of just black chalk paint. I don't need a heavy, probably 1 coat's going to do it. Well, my brush seems like it's got something in it. Boy, it does. Probably some dried paint because I don't wash my brushes out like I should. That's what I'm going to do with this. Starting out this little jug. Whoa. I got this at the thrift store. I paid $1 for it. Alright, the coat of black had dried. I just put 1 coat on it. And then I put a coat of the Dixie Belle patina iron paint. And I've let it dry thoroughly, and now I'm going to put another coat on, and then after I put that coat on, I'll spray it with the patina spray. But I went ahead and put the coat of the paint on it because it had to dry. So this kind of sped it up. Y'all know what it's like painting, but I am going to do this in real time, because I want you to see me spray it. I need to do the little handle last. And I kind of went back and forth on that first coat so it wouldn't have straight paint streaks. I don't know if it's going to help, but I'm going to try it. Trying to keep from touching where I'm painting. I guess I got it on a Lazy Susan, and then I didn't use the Lazy Susan to turn it. I think I might have it all coated now. I could have used I might try the sponge dauber, but it leaves round circles. Now, I just don't know how to get it on where it doesn't show brush marks and all that. Anybody knows, let me know. All right. It's all coated. Better get that sprayed before it dries. There's something on it right there. Set that aside for a minute. Put that back out of my way. And there's that cap back there. I see her. Okay, now I'm going to spray it. I think it's all sprayed. You probably can't see it in camera, but I can already see it start turning in spots. Now I have to leave this setting for 2 hours and let it dry. And then after that, it'll be ready for me to decorate. This is dry now, so it didn't get a lot of rust, but I really like, I can't tell, I really like the way it looks anyway. Yeah, it looks old. Just looks old. So I've made up some labels. I made up several labels. Got 2 projects that I'm doing. This is for one. This is one set of labels I made up. I wasn't sure which ones I wanted to use. But I'm going to go ahead and use the more muted one instead of the, let's see, where was it? Yeah, that. And then I done some with it has some like pine and a bale, mistletoe, and joy. Anyways, I've made those up. And I'll probably link them down. Yeah, I'll link them down below. Am I in frame here? So I'm just going to take this. One of my subscribers said something about ripping it with, with a straight edge. So that worked really well. It was easier than putting water around it. Whoops, except you got to hold down on your ruler really tight. Okay. Now, I'm going to take that. I've got some Mod Podge here. It's just, if I can get it open. Some I had some coffee in, a light stain, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, I got to figure out which one I want to use. The one with the emblem or without. But I think for this jug, I think I'm just, oh man, I don't know. I like the emblem, the little stuff down there. I think I'll use that one. So I'll just give this a coat of Mod Podge. And stick it on there. Okay. Where is my wipey? I want to wipe that up real fast. Let's see. There's the handle. I need to have that setting straight and not rolling on me. There. And once again, I don't have anything to... I'm not sure if I'm going to go over this because I really didn't want the... Well, actually, the whole thing Mod Podge would probably look nice on a crock. Got 2 of them. Make sure that's down on there. I'm going to try going over it without hitting the bottle too much with the Mod Podge, and there it's coming out already. Because sometimes this rust keeps going a little bit, so I am going to try to not do it and then maybe go over it later. Got some white on there. I can wrinkle it up a little. I'll go ahead and tear some off. I didn't notice that. Should have went around the edges with some. Okay, that's running, so I better just leave it alone. I'm going to let it dry some more before I go over the whole bottle. Okay, now there. Now I'm going to, I've got some things picked out. I'm just going to stick a few little things down in there, and other than going over it with some Mod Podge a little later, I'm going to call it done. Nope, I've got some more stuff I want to do. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Let's see. I think it could use some, yeah, some material around it. And I don't have any of this ripped up, so I'm going to have to rip a piece off of here. Let me get this ready and I'll be right back. Well, so far what I've got done is I put a piece of, ripped me off a piece of my coffee dyed muslin. Now I kind of wished I'd have used the darker. Let's see, where's that? I had one that had the darker on it. Kind of wished I'd used that now, the darker. Oh well, it is what it is. And I have a little bell here. And I'm going to glue that right there. Is that on there? All right. Okay, now when that is dry, a little more dry, I am going to go over that with some brown. But that was just a simple little project. I got this for $1. I had this in my stash, all this, and some muslin and a little bell that I had taken, put some Mod Podge and cinnamon on. And I like the way that turned out, except I want that a little darker. And then after Christmas, I can take that stuff out. If I want to still use it, I can just turn it around and put something else in it, or just leave it. Or maybe put something for the front. I don't know. All right, I'll have it finished a little later, but I'm going to set it aside now and let it dry, and then I'm going to go over it with some brown. Can't really tell if you're seeing it or not. Now I'm moving on to the next project, and what I have here is I have a jar, and this is a little wood lid that I had found at the thrift shop and picked up and thought, well, I'll probably find something to fit it on. I don't think it was on anything. I think it was by itself. I picked so many things up, I don't remember, but it fits on that perfect. And I'm going to make a jar of primitive candy canes. So what I've done here, I've already started because these take a little bit because of the drying time. And I just cut off some little, just took some little snippets and glued it down on that so I wouldn't have to worry about wrapping it around. But now I'm going to take some hot glue, put it right in there. Let's put it like that and just wrap it around the candy. Oh, I forgot to tell you, this is a dowel rod that I cut into, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces. And how thick is this? I did completely forget that. They're 1/2 inch. It's a 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch dowel rod. And I cut them in. I just had a big long one and I just cut it all up. And the material was just an old pillowcase that I had that I just put in my stash in case I wanted it. And I decided to use it because it was not white and it wasn't tea dyed or anything like that. Because I didn't need that right now. Okay, I'll cut that little tip off, but I need my little scissors. then, since I've already got that filled in, I'll just go around that with this. You can wrap these any way you want to. I know y'all know how to wrap, but I always seem to get it real thick down in here. So I did it this way. Okay, that's ready. Now, this was just some red material that I had. And I'm going to start with it. I actually just put the hot glue on the bottom. And then the top when I'm done finished wrapping. I'll wrap to there. Okay. Put a little glue right there. Clean up my edge right here. Well, there went my glue gun. Now, let me pick that up. Now I have some Mod Podge that I put some coffee and cinnamon in. I did try it with just the cinnamon and coffee in water, and it just didn't get dark enough for me. So I mixed up some with Mod Podge. I need a plate to put this in. This will work. Stir this up. And I'll just go around it putting this on it. Like I said, this is primitive. If you wanted to leave them like this, you could. Or you want to put the cinnamon and coffee on mixture, you could do that too. But this is just the way I chose to do it. I'm making a lot of this stuff. My coffee bar, you know, I have a video where I done my coffee bar. So I'm trying to make some things to go on the coffee bar. When I take my fall and my regular decor down and put the Christmas out, I want a few little things to go on it. And this does dry lighter. I have all the rest of them finished because it takes a while for this to dry. Okay, I don't want to stop in the middle of it, so I'm just gonna keep going. It's about finished. You want to be careful getting glue on your material and stuff too much because you'll have white spots. Do the tip of it. All right, now I'm going to set that aside. Make sure I got everything. Set it aside to dry. And I'll show you the ones that I've finished. Well, I thought I got me a wipey out, but I didn't. And here's the ones I have finished. One's short because it was the very end of the dowel rod. Which one was it? This one, yeah. But that's okay if it's in the middle or, you know, peppermint sticks aren't all the same size. But I'm going to put them down in here now. I think I'm going to need the other one, but I can go on with my project. When it's dry, stick it in there. All right, that's in there like that. Just looks like peppermint sticks. And as you've seen earlier with the other project I done, okay, now once again, I'm trying to figure out if I want it plain or one with the I think I'm going to go plain on this. Whoa, don't fall. Okay, I'm going to go plain. No, I'm going to use that one. I like the stuff down here. But you saw how my other one started, what did I do with that project? I don't know where I put, oh, here. My black started kind of smearing. So I'm going to stop and spray some clear on this, on the back side and this, and then put it down on there. Am I in frame? Yeah. So I'll come back and I'll do that and Mod Podge it on, and then do something around here also. Well, I went ahead and I gave my label a coat of this Rust-Oleum matte clear coat. I just sprayed it lightly, but I done it twice. And I did still get just a little bit of the run or the smear on the A, but that was it. And my phone keeps getting messages and it distracts me. Anyways, then I took some of the homespun stripe material with a rusty star on it and put that on there. And on the lid, if you had a lid to fit your jar, you could rust it up with Mod Podge and cinnamon, or paint it any color you want it, and put a little knob on it of some type, like a door pull or a round wooden knob. Or you could even make a little strip of, take a strip of cardboard and just put it in a circle and glue it on top to where it just pulls up like, you know, where you just pick it up like that. You could come up with something. That's kind of what I do. But I did happen to have this wood lid that fit that jar perfectly. And I think that's going to look cute on my coffee bar. And there are my candy canes. Primitive, of course. Don't panic, Amanda. That's my daughter. And then here, I did go over this label and with some Mod Podge and cinnamon on it and grunged it up a little more. And put a pine cone and some little berries that I got out of something, a jingle bell, and then I did put a pine cone up in the little greenery here. And that's the way that turned out. I think they'll both look real cute on my coffee bar. Alright, I'm going to get better pictures of these so you can see them. See them styled. And that's all for today. So until the next one, we'll see you later.